Welcome back to the CNY Sports Authority podcast. We're going to rotate every other week with me and Sanders bantering about things, and then this week we have a player interview. This week I am joined by Beaver River's own Kaelyn Boliver. A junior at Beaver River, Kaelyn has put up 144 kills, averaging 2.67 kills a game. She has 4 blocks, 158 digs on the season, 244 assists, averaging 4.52 assists per set. And she has put up 85 aces, averaging 1.57 assists, getting her a total of 450 total points when we add in service points into the mix as well. Kaelyn, thanks for joining us today. Why don't you tell a little about yourself? What position do you primarily play on the court?
I'm a setter and I'm an outside hitter. And then I've been playing volleyball. I've been playing for, I think 6 years, 5 or 6 years. But I've been I grew up around volleyball, so all my siblings played and everything. So I've been around the sport my whole life, but I've been playing for 5 years, I'd say.
That's great. So you guys are undefeated, 16-0. Volleyball relies on a lot of communication out on the court. How has your team developed that communication?
So communication is definitely a huge factor in this game. And I think our communication is so strong because this group of girls has been playing together for a very long time. And so since our bond is so strong and we're so close on and off the court, our communication is just even stronger when we play. And I think in practice we just stay we have fun and stay loud, so that also helps our communication.
You guys haven't lost a match all season, but you have dropped a few sets. How has your team been able to bounce back to those setbacks so quickly?
Okay, so anytime we lose a set, we always talk about it, and we talk about what we did wrong and what we can fix and what can be better and stuff. But I think personally that losing sets helps build us as a team, and it makes us stronger because we're not always going to win every game, we're not always going to win every set, but I think that losing it motivates us more to try harder to win that next set.
Not losing an entire match all season is crazy, and in fact we might be on a head-to-head clash with another undefeated team in Class C, the Markham Mustangs. You guys went toe-to-toe with them last year as well. What's going to be the key to getting all the way to the finals and getting that banner again?
I think a key thing to getting to the finals this year is just staying aggressive and knowing we're going to have to play our game to get there and we're not going to get it handed to us. So I think we really just need to play hard.
Well, to get to Mount Markham, you guys are going to have to beat a tough Cooperstown team in the semifinals on Tuesday. So good luck there. I know that your coach has got a game plan set in place. Speaking of your coach, he has created quite the program up north. What is the most valuable lesson you have learned from him?
I think the most valuable thing I've learned from my coach is probably that we need to work for what we want and we need to earn our wins, and we're not just going to get it handed to us. And I think he's done a really good job at teaching us that if we want it, we're going to have to work for it.
And I keep seeing pictures of your coach with this giant glittery duck. What is going on with the duck?
Oh my goodness. I love this question. Okay, the duck is our lucky duck. And so so we played a game in a Spanish class, and one of our teammates won the duck as the prize or whatever, and we brought it to a game, or she brought it to the game, and then it just always stuck with us because it went to our finals last year and it made the news. So we were oh my goodness, we need to keep this duck. We need to keep it a tradition. And then we got our coach loves the duck, and all the fans always ask where it is, and our student section always wants it, and now it has a seat on the bench. So yes, I love the duck. His name is Lucky, by the way.
I love how these superstitions and symbols come to be involved in these programs. That's absolutely wild. Getting back to more specifics, now volleyball is a big part of Beaver River. What is the best part of Beaver River?
I think the best part of Beaver River is definitely our community is so supportive, insanely. The amount of support we have is insane. We always have everyone that's always wishing us on and always wanting us to win. and like telling us good luck and everything. So I think it's definitely our community up here.
I do think these small towns, the school is a big part of that community. Speaking of the community, if I head up into Beaver River, what's something that I gotta try out? What's something that I gotta do if I go to Beaver River?
There's actually nothing to do up here, but I think if anyone ever gets a chance, they should come watch one of our games because it'd mean a lot to us. And there's actually nothing to do around here unless you want to like go count cows, maybe. I don't know, but definitely come to one of our games.
I would really love to make it to all these schools and catch a game. That would be awesome. Let's get into some random questions. Here comes the breakdown. What is your favorite candy?
My favorite candy is definitely Nerd Gummy Clusters, and I think that is definitely because of volleyball too, because someone always has them on our team, on any team I've been on. There's always been one person that always has them. So I think they've just grown on me, and now I just love them.
I love gummy clusters. I actually feel like I invented gummy clusters. Back in the day, my dad owned a toy store. I used to buy the Fruity Tootsie Rolls and a box of Nerds. And I would sit there and shove the Nerds into the Fruity Tootsie Rolls, eat them. I was sitting on $1 million idea, and I was 10. Wish we had followed it up. Love Nerd Gummy Clusters. What's your favorite music artist?
I don't really know. Anything country music, really. That's all I listen to. But if I had to pick one person, one artist, it would probably be Morgan Wallen, I think. I don't know, that's a tough one.
Kaelyn, what's your favorite post-win dinner?
My post-win dinner choice would probably be Chick-fil-A if we had an away game, because there's not a Chick-fil-A around here, but yeah, Chick-fil-A.
That's a solid choice. And I always associate post-game with ice cream. I loved it as a kid. You play in the summer, go get some ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor is probably cookie dough, I'd say. There's not really reason behind it. I'm just really picky. But yeah, probably cookie dough.
Kaelyn, you've been having a great season. I mentioned you in our write-ups all the time. What about someone who isn't in those write-ups? Who's been an unsung hero for the Beaver River Volleyball program this season?
Well, probably my sister, Ashlyn. She's out of Barrow. Obviously, you don't really see all her amazing saves and like all her pancakes. You don't see all those on paper, but everyone knows basically that she's the reason we can get those. Really, our defense really too. Like, they're the reason we can get those sets to our hitters to get those kills. So really, everything relies on our defense, and I don't think our defense gets mentioned nearly enough. But yeah, probably her. Thanks
for joining us this week, Kaelyn. And thank you guys for watching our podcast. Make sure you tune in next week. Sanders will be back and we'll be diving in. We got basketball sectionals on the horizon with volleyball sectionals wrapping up. Big coverage, small schools, the CNY Sports Authority.